Have you ever wondered why money feels so emotionally charged? Even for the most ambitious, intelligent women, money often brings up guilt, stress, or doubt. And in today's episode, I'm thrilled to welcome Hanna Bier. She's a money coach and the author of Wealth from Within. And Hanna helps women uncover and clear deep rooted money blocks to experience financial overflow and peace. And in today's episode, we explore why money is more than just numbers, how emotional healing can transform your relationship with it, and even do a live coaching session to help uncover hidden blocks. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of From a Woman to a Leader, a podcast dedicated to discussing women's unique challenges in the tech industry. I'm your host, Limor Bergman-Gross. For those who don't know me, I've started my career in tech. I was a software engineer, later on grew to leadership positions. And for the past few years, I'm supporting other women in tech to thrive and reach their goals in tech. And I have faced my own struggles with money and growth. So I know how powerful this conversation can be. So if you are ready to feel more empowered with your finances, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. Hi, Hanna. Welcome. How are you today?
I'm so excited to be here, Limor.
I'm very excited to be here today, and I'm super excited to speak on a topic that I think is not talked about enough, which is money. And let's maybe start talking about why money feels so emotionally charged, especially for women, even ambitious women.
Yeah, especially for well-educated women, right? Because we all know money is kind of just math. Money, if you've taken elementary school level math, you should be able to handle your money quite well. And most of us kind of know what we're supposed to be doing with our money, that we're not supposed to be over leveraging ourselves or living beyond our means, and we're supposed to be responsible. But in our everyday lives, the reality often looks quite different, where even though we're really smart, really capable, intelligent women, money often still feels like this one topic that makes us feel all the feelings, from guilt and shame and overwhelm and fear. And, for me, it was money always made me feel like I wasn't enough, like I wasn't smart enough, not interesting enough, I wasn't earning enough, not productive enough. And so many of us have a really complicated relationship with money that goes way beyond the numbers and math of money.
For sure. And I think that you kind of mentioned something, and I wanted to continue on that. So many women feel they're stuck. And it's not just about stuck in their role, but also like how much they earn. And it never feels like it's enough. And there's always stress. As you said, there are fears and doubts about money. And I know that you have this concept from your book that I read and highly recommend, by the way, called money bliss. So can you kind of tell us about money bliss and how your approach helps women break out of this cycle?
Yeah, before I was a money healer, I was an emotional healing expert, and I help people release their emotional baggage, trauma from their past transgenerational patterns, and I help them become really happy, really healthy, really wealthy, emotionally. And so, as I was doing this work with my clients, I started getting all of these financial side effects. But they didn't come through really hard work. They didn't come through worry. They didn't come through struggle. They just came as a side effect from all the emotional healing that we had been doing. And so over time, more and more clients came to me saying, "Oh, I want to work on money with you. I've heard a friend of mine worked with you. I want to have those money wins. I want to make that amount of money. I want to have those windfalls of amazing abundance. I want to be as relaxed as her." And so at first I thought, I was just really baffled because I didn't see that connection yet. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a business owner who grew up quite a successful business financially and who found a path with money that she really enjoys. And so as my
Mm-hmm.
clients kept prodding and asking, we're like asking personal questions about how I'm organizing my money. Um, these words money bliss kept coming through because that's what felt like the most accurate way to describe how I was feeling about money. Just really relaxed, really blissed out. My reality with money is one of the best parts about my life. I just really love how my money is flowing and growing and how easy it is and how dependable and how safe I feel. And so those are the words that I started to describe this new paradigm with money that I'm offering now. Because when I first shifted into money coaching, what I saw all around me a lot was make more money, get on a budget, get your shit together. But for me, money goes so much deeper than that. Of course, we can help you make a lot more and really, hit your financial goals, and that's a lot of fun. But it's also really nice to expand your inner capacity to enjoy your money more, to feel safer with money, to be more playful with money. And so money bliss to me is the new way of engaging with money in a way that's fruitful and blissful and abundant and healthy, in a way that feels really good.
Yeah. So what can women do to feel kind of good with it, right? I mean, because I think there's a lot of times like negative connotations for money, or just don't feel comfortable talking about it, or even enjoying it. So what can women do?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because money is such a big topic. It's something that we engage with several times every single day. It's something that we'll be in a relationship with for the rest of our lives. And it really doesn't feel good for anybody. And so I love what you said because it's true. I always remind my clients when they first start working with me that they come to me with decades, if not generations worth of stuff around money. So much emotional baggage around money. And a lot of it we're not even aware of because we don't know our full family history with money, or we're not even aware of all the messages and all the ideas and like the reality soup that we were born into and that we've absorbed over the course of our lives. And so the first thing that I always love to do with my clients is just take a really deeply cleansing inner shower. So you can think of it as, imagine if you had never taken a shower in your entire life. How dirty you would be here right now, like right? Like that's so disgusting.
I don't want
And
to
so
imagine that.
right? And so hardly anybody has ever taken an inner shower where we release fears and worries and old ideas and just all that stuff that just accumulates over the course of our lives. So like we just get fuller and fuller, and over time we just feel so bogged down by a really dark cloud. And so we can't even really see clearly where our money could come from, or what our next steps would be, or what the right career is for us, or how we can pivot into an easier way of making money, working less, earning more, because we're sitting in this dark cloud of just emotional clutter. And so I love to just connect to a really beautiful source of light, and it flows through me and it just washes away anything in the way of me experiencing true abundance, true bliss with money, and overflow of financial resources in a really healthy and relaxed kind of way. And so I do that with my clients as well. And so it feels really nice to be so clean and clear and fresh and sparkling on the inside. And from there, we can set new goals and help you take new steps. But the way I see it, there's kind of no point in even getting to that part until you've started clearing up all of your baggage. And anybody who's sitting here who's like, oh, I have some baggage, we all do. You're in
Yeah.
excellent company. And I actually have a free gift is called the 10-minute wealth creation ritual that you can do. It's on my website, hannabier.com/wealth. It's a 10-minute wealth creation ritual. Once you've done it a few times, you can even do it in 2 minutes or 5 minutes. And so that can be your daily inner shower to let go of any scarcities, any fears, any confusion, any overwhelm that you feel around money. And my clients always make like really cool random amounts of money when they listen to it. They just become really receptive and they start to have more fun at work, and they start to see all the money making opportunities that were under their nose all this time. So that's a really great first place to start if you are like most of us and you haven't cleared your money blocks yet.
Definitely, and I'll make sure to share the link. Thank you so much. And you said, like, let's say I take the inner showers, right, and I feel more comfortable with money and I feel more at ease and just positive around it. We all want more, right? And we always feel pressured to keep pushing for more and more and more. And I know that you talk about soul money numbers. So can you kind of tell us about soul money numbers and how understanding this can help us?
Yeah. So we have to start here. We have to start by understanding that the energy that we live and that we embody in our everyday lives is what will radiate all around us and create our reality. So if you're in the energy of my money isn't enough, I'm not enough, I used to be in that energy. I'm not intelligent enough, I'm not interesting enough, I'm not extroverted enough, I'm not outspoken enough. My career situation is that I'm a business owner, so I have to do lots of presentations and it's quite public facing. And so something that I always struggled with was that I'm extremely introverted. So I needed to learn to enjoy the public facing part of my work. So part of my not enoughness was, I'm not interesting enough, I'm not outspoken enough, I'm not extroverted enough, I'm too shy. And so when we live in this energy of not enoughness around money, what it really translates to, what it really translates to is that there is a lack. Like there's almost like a gap in ourselves, and it just creates more and more and more lack. So even though on the surface, the whole more and more and more and more and more mentality might seem productive, in reality, it really isn't. Because most of us live in the more and more and more slash not enough reality, and we still haven't arrived where we want it to be. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here having this conversation. You wouldn't be here listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
So if this current approach had worked, you wouldn't be here listening to us. And so the other approach that I'm offering is that maybe a sense of overflow, a sense of gratitude, a sense of abundance, a sense of being amazed with all the riches that are already in your life actually creates more money and more financial overflow. So to summarize, instead of coming from a it's not enough mindset, we're coming from a this is so much fun. I love creating money. Receiving money is so much fun. There's so much money available to me. I'm just going to go play this money game and receive all this money just because it's fun, just because I love it, just because it makes me feel good. Not because I need it, but just because it's so enjoyable to me. And so that second approach is so much more fruitful. It actually gets you to where you want to go, but it's often a really difficult, shift to make.
Yeah. So I'm kind of hearing that shifting your mindset also from scarcity to abundance and feeling like having gratitude and feeling like, yeah, I have what I need and I can make what I need. And kind of, and it's fun. It's fun making money.
Yeah. That penny first dropped for me when I was living in Amsterdam. And I remember waking up in my tiny studio apartment and I remember looking around myself and being like, I have 2 nightstands. I'm one person sleeping in this bed right now, and there's 2 nightstands. That's like way more than I need. And then I looked over and there were shoes on the floor, and I only have 2 feet, but I had several pairs of shoes. And I remember thinking, that's way too many shoes. It's an overflow of shoes. And then I thought about my fridge and was like, all that food, I can't eat it today. Like, I'm going to have some friends over and help me eat all of this food. I have way more food than I could ever even need. And then I had all this extra time that day to just think about what I wanted to do just for fun. And so I just really realized that it's factually untrue that I was living a life of scarcity, in so many ways. My bank accounts were quite empty, I have to say, but I wasn't in like overwhelming massive debt, and even if I had been in debt, I probably would have admitted to myself that there was an overflow of potential solutions and potential resources to help me. And so anybody who's like, oh, yes, I know I should be in an abundance mindset, like look around your room right now that you're in, or if you're outside, look around and just see the actual physical abundance that surrounds you. Like I have more chairs than I can sit on. I've got like a sofa that's way too big for just me, and my daughter. Like we need to have people come over to even use all the stuff that we have. That is just absolute tangible evidence of the fact that my life is already overflowing. And from this energy, it will overflow even more. But you were asking about the soul money numbers, and I'm really excited to launch into that too.
For sure. Yeah, please do.
Yeah. So I I'm I'm an energy healer, which means that I see energy. I've always been this way. When I see people, I see like colors around them and dark spheres inside of them. And I can kind of like read people a little bit and see where some of your blocks and some of your traumas and where some of your confidence wobbles come from. And then using this light that I described earlier, I let it flow through you and all of this stuff kind of washes away. And when that happens, people feel it in their bodies. So their hands and feet start to tingle, or they start to take a really deep breath, or they yawn, or a weird tension or weird ache and pain that they had been living with for a while just really starts to resolve, or their posture changes, or suddenly they feel more energetic, or they start to look a lot younger, not so downtrodden anymore. So, all of this emotional baggage, I just love clearing it out. And what this clairvoyance also helps me is to just kind of set up potential goals for my clients. So, I love to just kind of
Mm-hmm.
set up potential income numbers, potential savings numbers, potential marketing channels, potential client numbers, potential, whatever it is, potential different companies to work for, potential different salaries. So all the numbers that come with money and personal finance, I can set that up in a client's energy field and just kind of see what resonates. When I first did this, I think I had this goal of I wanted to earn 4,000 euros a month consistently. As a new business owner, that felt like a really great income. But then I started, testing it in my energy field. And what actually felt much better was 6,200. And it was much easier for me to attain, like much faster to attain. And I actually got there quite fast and I stayed there for years because it just felt so good and so easy. And I always liken your soul money numbers as to an airplane. So an airplane doesn't just go higher and higher and higher to get to its destination. It goes up, stays at its cruising altitude, and then goes down. And so it's really interesting that with money, we often think, oh, I just need to earn more and more and more and more and more. When the case that I'm trying to make is let's find your perfect income number, your soul money number that's really easy and perfect for you, that will allow you to live absolutely abundantly, save a lot, invest a lot, feel really free and safe with money. And then let's just have you cruise at that altitude, for at least a couple of months to a couple of years, realize all of your financial goals that way. So you don't constantly have to get up every single day and feel like I'm not earning enough.
That's incredible. Any tips of how to do that? I mean, it sounds wonderful,
Yeah.
but not really clear how you
I
actually find
know.
those numbers.
So in my book, Wealth from Within, there's a chapter that explains the process. In a nutshell, you would take a piece of paper and just write down a couple different numbers. Write down ones higher than your current salary, lower than your current salary. Write down some wonky numbers. Like my first soul money number was 6,200, not 6,100, not 6,000, not 7,000. It needed to be 6,200. And that's what I made for like a long time after. I don't know why that number just was like such a click and such a perfect fit. But that's why I'm saying just write down the odd ones as well. And then just kind of see if one of those numbers feels like sunshine, if one of those numbers feels like a sense of relief, if one of those numbers just makes you laugh a little bit, because that's how your body will tell you that this will be, your soul money number. Otherwise, if you're like, oh my God, Hannah, this sounds great, but I don't know how to do this on my own. I actually offer free strategy calls. So you can book yourself in for a strategy call on my website. And just when you're booking it, just make a note. Hannah, I want to find out my soul money numbers, and I can tell you on the call. And so what I'll be doing is I'm going to just put a couple different numbers in your energy field, and then I'm going to tell you. And so often my clients are really, really, really wrong about their income numbers. Sometimes my clients will say, I want to make 10,000, but like 25,000 is so much easier for them to make that month. Or sometimes my clients will say I have to make 15,000, but we can create everything that they want to create if they just make 7,000. And so often we're just completely wrong about it, and like we're staring in the complete opposite direction, and it makes our finances feel really hard and really overwhelming. So having the right goals for you and having the right plan for you, one that feels accessible and doable and easy and that makes you smile, is worth a lot.
That's wonderful. And I'll make sure to share both your book and the link for your strategy course so our listeners can definitely check them out. So, Hanna, I want us to do something I've never done before, and I think it will be interesting. Um, why don't we do like a short live coaching that you're coaching me as if I'm a client that want to work with you on like money issues? What will it look like?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so honored that you're willing to do this live because I know working on our money is something that can feel really daunting and really vulnerable. And, so I'm just really excited that you're leading by example and allowing yourself to receive this. So the first thing that I always do with every single client is what I shared earlier is I connect them to a beautiful source of light so that when something bubbles to the surface, when difficult feelings around money come up, so that we can clear them in the moment and really help you, find a new path forward. So close your eyes, and everybody listening, you can go ahead and do the same. If you're walking or driving, you can just do this with your eyes open. It works just as well. So just imagine that your awareness travels up past the ceiling, past the clouds, higher and higher into the sky above you, all the way into the center of the universe, and there's a beautiful source of light there. Okay, this is a healing and cleansing light, and then allow this light to come down and kind of shower over the crown of your head and flow all around you. Allow this light to come in through the top of your head, opening up your crown, and just imagine a little vacuum cleaner. Okay, and really opening up your connection to Source, connection to God, remembering that you are meant to be financially abundant, that you're so loved, so cared for, that you deserve all the goodness in the world. Just really open up this connection so that you can let yourself receive support and help with absolutely everything that you're creating. Yeah, let yourself receive all the support that you really, truly, deeply need so that nothing you're doing alone anymore, so that everything is being supported by this divine presence in your life. So that this divine presence opens all doors for you, helps you overcome any obstacles, be fruitful and efficient in your communication with others, have happy relationships, know exactly what you want, and know exactly all the different paths that you can take to get there. So you can look around yourself and see all the opportunity that is in your life. And so you can trust in your own path in life, like your soul's path, the path that you're supposed to walk, the person you're supposed to be, the way that you're supposed to contribute to life on planet Earth. Okay, we're just going to clear it out a little more here. Okay, so a little more. I'm just looking at your energy field a little bit. And this is something that pretty much all of my clients have, is that we kind of want to do things on our own, but that's really a block. Life is so much easier when you can receive support with absolutely everything you're creating. And we often think that we're letting ourselves be supported, but there's so much more support that we can let in. And then allowing this light to open up your eyes. Okay. That you can see what you truly desire with your finances. Take that seriously and then see all the different paths and all the different ways that you can get there. And you might also want to open up your eyes to see all the things that you need to let go of and all the blocks that you need to clear, all the wrong perspectives and feelings that are time to clear out. Allowing this light to open up your ears so you can hear good news about money and good news about your career and good news about your life. Allowing this light to open up your throat so you can be an efficient communicator, very effective, say what needs to be said with love, so that when you open your mouth, the entire room goes silent. So that when you say something, everybody hears you and remembers you. Where like your voice comes with a sense of oomph. Yeah. Okay, where you can tell the truth about how you want your money to go. Okay, we're just going to clear this out as well. So pretty much every one of us has some communication issues. We're either not landing the way we want to land with other people, or we don't really know what to say. So allowing all that to clear out, allowing this light to move into your shoulders, down your arms, into your heart, opening up your heart. So you can love yourself enough to give yourself the financial reality that you truly want. So you're willing to do what's needed to make it happen, to create it for yourself, and to live happily ever after with money. Allowing the light to move down into your belly. Okay, so everywhere you've ever felt punched in the gut, overwhelmed, violated, perpetrated upon, where life took a really weird turn that you didn't expect, and it scared you, allowing all that to clear and transmute across all time, all space, all dimensions, anywhere. Yeah. Now, anybody listening who feels exhausted, allowing that to clear. Okay, allowing your belly to fill in with lots of light so you feel at home with yourself, happy with yourself, excited to take action in the direction of what you want. Okay, so everybody listening who's now like, but I don't even know, I can't see, how am I going to make it happen? Everywhere you're pretending that you can't see what you need to be doing, everywhere you're pretending you can't find solutions, you're highly intelligent people. You can see a solution. So everywhere you can't see, clear and transmute all of that. Okay, so I just cleared a bunch of energy there. Okay, allowing this light now to move down into your roots. You feel rooted and grounded in your family history, in your family system, knowing that you are going to honor them by building a really good life and being really happy and well. Okay, because the deepest, purest parts of them would only want that for you. And so your job is to take excellent care of yourself. Allowing this light to flow all the way through your legs, into your feet, okay, making you really lucky so that when you move around the world, you always kind of end up in the right situations, around the right people. Okay, allowing this light to move all the way down into the center of the earth, bounce back up, filling in your feet, your legs, your torso, your chest, and then moving all the way up into the center of the universe, light above you, light below you, light around you, light inside you. And then you're noticing that you're radiating a really beautiful sunshine. Okay, how are you feeling, Lamar?
Good.
Okay, how's your belly feeling?
Good.
Yeah, we just cleared a bunch of stuff in your upper solar plexus. Were you able to perceive that today?
Yeah.
Awesome. That looks really nice. Okay, can you tell me some money goals that you're working on right now?
So I'm working on expanding my business and reaching out to more women. I've been mostly helping women through different organizations, and I want to kind of reach out to women myself. So that's kind of what I'm working on, and figuring out and refining where exactly is my area of genius and who can I help in the best way possible.
Amazing. So you're in the process of expanding your business. You want to expand your network and your audience, and you want to really be in your sweet spot and know exactly who you serve and how you do it and just be totally in the flow. Does that sound correct?
Yeah.
Amazing. Perfect. All right. So what I'm seeing is that there's so many people all around you. Okay. So what will it take for all the clients who are sole contract to work with you to find you now? Anything to wave that, clear and transmute. Okay. What will it take to love making new friends and to meet new people every single day? Okay. That can be online. It can be they find you. It can be that you reach out to collaborate. It can be that you receive new speaking opportunities, networking opportunities, referrals. Okay, what will it take for everybody to be talking about you and to be thinking about you and to want to work with you and to be interested in you? Okay, anything in the way of that, clear and transmute. Yeah, there's more stuff around your ears clearing now that I can see. Okay, what will it take for all the people in your world to know what you're doing? Will it take for people to just love giving to you, to love giving you money, love referring new clients, new contacts? Will it take to be the best receiver? Just love receiving all the support. What will it take to be surrounded by helpful, loving people who bring you clients, who bring you money, who bring you opportunities, who bring you new ideas, who bring you new networking opportunities? Okay, what will it take to be an excellent communicator, saying exactly what transformation somebody will receive through working with you? And to say it very simply, clients are on island A and I get them onto island B. Okay, what will it take? So I'm currently talking to your energy field. So questions are like boomerangs. So we send out a question and it always comes back with an answer. So I'm currently setting intentions and asking a bunch of questions, and then we send them out and they come back as the answer. So if in the coming days you get a bunch of emails, people who want to collaborate with you, get a bunch of new clients, if you are out in the world and everybody wants to be your friend, that's how you know that the intention is kind of working in your life. Okay, so these questions kind of make all of your action taking a lot more fruitful. It just means that when you're taking action, there won't be crickets. It just means that you will get a really great result from what you're doing. So that now when you're marketing and you're networking, you're meeting new people, we just really want to make sure that you're getting great results with that. And so I love to ask questions and set intentions in question form because it attracts the answers so much faster. And so if any of those questions that I've just stated really resonate with you, you can write them down on a piece of paper and read them out loud every single day. But also for people who are not business owners who are listening to this, like being surrounded by helpful, loving people is always helpful, right? Or, being offered new opportunities is really helpful. Being offered new ways of generating more money is really helpful. So you can say energy statements like, I call these questions energy statements. You can say questions like, what will it take for my money to always grow? What will it take to be surrounded by new money-making opportunities? What will it take for everybody I meet to be a really beneficial person in my world? Somebody who brings me something positive. What will it take for all the love that I send out in the world to be returned to me tenfold? What will it take to make money everywhere I go? What will it take for random money to show up in my life all the time? And so it seems very silly because all you're doing is you're just connected to this light, you're just visualizing this light, you're asking questions, but like, don't be surprised if next week or this week or tomorrow or even today, you're getting, all of those questions will attract an answer in your life and you'll really see some gigantic changes in how your money is flowing. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Amazing. Perfect. All right. So let's ask your intuition for a moment. What are your next steps? What are you supposed to be doing next in your business?
So there are several things other than continuing with my podcast that I want to reach more listeners. Is to reach out to women and get connected with more women and hear from them. What are their challenges and how can I help them? And the other thing that I've been kind of wanting to do is to build my newsletter and share insights as kind of I have them.
Amazing. I love that. Yeah. So the energy statements that are coming through for you is, what will it take for everybody to know me and love me? Will it take to love connecting with new people every day and all the time? Will it take for people to love hearing from me? Will it take to be so popular and loved? Yeah. Anybody who doesn't like the word popular, you can just leave it out. Will it take to love people and for people to love me? What will it take for my network to expand all the time? What will it take to meet new and interesting people all the time? Will it take to clearly state what I do and for people to love it and to be so happy they get to start working with me? And so there was a little bit of an energy glitch kind of in your system earlier when you said that you wanted to clearly say what it is that you do or have clear messaging or really be in your zone of genius in your work. And so what I was getting is just say it as it is. Like, keep it as simple as you possibly can. Like nothing artistic, no flowery language, just say exactly what it is that you help people with, and that will be just perfect. That will be just enough. And your sincerity and your groundedness and who you are as a person is like enough to make you stand out. So just go network is pretty much what your energy wants you to do. Like, it just wants you to meet all the people, be friends with all the people, and make sure that all of them know what you do for a living. And that's going to bring you a really beautiful new influx of clients and business. All right, let me just clear that right here. So anywhere any part of you feels like you're not totally in the flow, or that you don't totally know what to say, or anywhere.
Just
Yeah. Clear and transmute across all time, all space, all dimensions. You're doing perfectly because it is working. Your energy field went from, a dark green to a light green. There was a bunch of yellow around your head and around your ears. Okay, just take a nice deep breath. Place one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. Curl your lips into a smile, blink your eyes open. And so for the rest of the day, there's not really anything specific to do in terms of the energy. Just let it process. And lots and lots and lots of networking. And so something that I recommend my clients do is just keep a list of all the contacts that you have in your business and in your life so that you can stay in touch with them, like a little CRM system. All right, you're welcome to open your eyes again. Okay, how are you feeling?
good.
Awesome. Yeah, this energy work is often the difference between, people who feel like they're doing all the right things and it's just not working, to doing the exact same things and it's really working. It's so interesting. You could be sending an email and you're not connected to the light and nobody opens it, or you could send an email and everybody opens it and you get amazing responses.
Love it. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. So before we kind of end today, any closing thoughts or anything else you would like to share, Hanna?
What comes to mind is that life's too short to feel stressed about money. And when I first started working my relationship with money, I only wanted to not feel stressed about it all the time. And what I've discovered is something much greater. What I've discovered is that money is so kind and so much fun and such a beautiful, deep experience. And so anybody who's listening, who, where any of this is resonating, who really wants to have a blissful, happy relationship with money as well, I just want to say it's attainable and you deserve it. And it feels so good to be so happy with how money is flowing. And the best part, then it's not about money at all. Then it's just a way of you expanding your influence and helping more people. And that's a really wonderful place to be.
Incredible. Wow. Thank you so much, Hanna. It's been a pleasure being here with you. I feel so much relaxed after our call today. And I'll definitely share all the resources and this kind of exercise that we did together. I'm thinking maybe I'll split it up to a different files so women can actually try it themselves.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much for listening to the episode with Hanna. And before we wrap up today's episode, I have something exciting to share with you about next week's guest. First, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt like your voice gets drowned out in meetings, or like you're struggling to be heard in a room full of extroverts? I know I have. And if you answer yes to those questions, then I think the next week episode is for you. And I'm sitting with Stacy Chazin. She's an incredible leadership coach, and she specializes in helping introverts find their voice and thrive as leaders. And she will share actionable tips on communicating assertively, making your voice heard in meetings, and developing your unique strength as an introvert. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast so you get notified the moment the episode drops. Or head over to my website and join my newsletter. It's limorbergman.com/newsletter for updates and additional resources. And last but not least, If you like this episode, share it with a friend or anyone you feel that can be beneficial for. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.